Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me, the organizers, and for inviting us to feed you. I'm a Jewish mom, so that's my favorite thing ever. My name is Miry. I am a recovering nice Jewish girl, and I want to tell you the story of my organization that I founded 18 months ago called Miry's List. Back in July of 2016, about 18 months ago, I was a stay-at-home mom with a newborn and a toddler, and I got a call from my friend, my neighbor, Suzanne, and she said the craziest thing. Miry, I just met a family of refugees from Syria, and their baby, Muhammad Rafiq, is the same age as Sabo. It's my youngest. Do you have a jumperoo or an exercisor that you could spare for baby Muhammad Rafiq? And at the time, I had my baby in his swing right next to me, and I'm looking around my house, which is like, you know, it's my second baby, so my house is completely stocked. Like, I have a place to put the baby in a swing in every room in my house, including the bathroom. And so, immediately, I understood why this mom needed a place to put her baby safely, but immediately I said, of course not, I need my jumperoo. I can't give you my jumperoo. If I don't have my jumperoo, I won't be able to survive the day. That mom, Najwa, who I met later that weekend when I brought over a jumperoo that my neighbor donated to her family, she couldn't survive without it either. My friend Suzanne brought a box of diapers and wipes, and we met this family. They also had twin girls, 5 years old, and we sat on the floor and we ate cereal and bananas, and we didn't share a language. They spoke Arabic and I speak English, and I also speak Hebrew. My family is Israeli, and so we were able to actually find some overlap between our languages, but most of the communication happened through just kind of like awkward smiling and watching the kids play, and we had this sort of speechless conversation that could really only happen with strangers and food. Eventually, the awkwardness of this multilingual, speechless conversation caught up with me, and I politely excused myself to go to the bathroom. And I looked at myself in the mirror, and it was so awkward. And I didn't know it then, but now I see that awkwardness that I felt in their apartment trying to understand what the heck was going on, that's the awkwardness that they felt all the time. And so I didn't know it, but actually being there with them in that awkwardness and sharing it with them, it was actually a gift for them, because they didn't have to be alone in it. But I didn't know that. I was just staring at myself in the mirror and thinking, okay, Miry, you're just gonna get through this one visit, finish your bananas, we're gonna get out of here, it's just one visit, it's fine. And in the corner of my eye, I see a reflection in the mirror of the towel bar behind me in the bathroom. And it's empty. And I turn around quickly, like in a scary movie. I half expected them to be there, but they weren't there. There was no towels. And I was like, that's weird. There's 3 kids under the age of 5 living in this house. Where is their messy pile of wet towels on the floor? That's what my bathroom looks like. And then I started snooping. I quietly opened the shower door and peeked my head in. There was no shampoo, there was no bubble bath. Then I noticed there was no toothbrushes by the sink. And my awkwardness disappeared, and immediately I had a huge sense of urgency that I had to help this family. It was very clear that they needed much more than just a jumperoo. So I called my friend Luai. He was in Israel at the time. I met him back when I lived in Israel, and he spoke Arabic. And he was our translator. And through FaceTime, he convinced them to tell me what they needed. At first, they only asked for milk and bread and baby formula and eggs. They needed just the basics. But eventually, Luai convinced them to be real with me. And then we went room by room, drawer by drawer, cabinet by cabinet, and made a list in my notebook of the things that that family needed to feel normal and to feel safe. I went home and I posted that list onto my Facebook page. Over the next 2 weeks, my friends and neighbors donated every single item on that family's list. Every other day, I would drive over to their house with my kids and my car full of stuff, and we would go through donations and get to know each other. And every time I would visit, the house would look more like mine, like messier and in a good way. And when we finished their list, I was like in shock. This amazing outpouring of generosity. Strangers just bringing stuff at all hours from all places all over Los Angeles, coming to my house in Eagle Rock with supplies for a family that they had never met. And then the family was so grateful. And they had so many problems that were unsolvable for them, that were so solvable for us. So I immediately needed to find my next family. And the first family was just this happy accident, so I didn't know how I was going to find the next family, and I have no background in refugee resettlement. I know nothing about what the law or how the system works. I didn't even know about resettlement agencies at the time, but I went on Google and I typed in Syrian refugee resettlement Los Angeles, and I started calling around. And that's how I met some caseworkers. And that's how I met my next family. And we repeated the model. And after around the 10th family, it stopped being sustainable for me to drive stuff to people's houses. And that's when I started making Amazon lists. So just like a wedding registry or a baby registry, we now make wish lists for our families who are new here. Today, Miry's List is a nonprofit organization. We actually received our 501c3 yesterday. You the mic drop part. I can't drop the mic, but today we serve 272 families experiencing resettlement in America from 5 countries. Most of our families are from Syria and Afghanistan. We also serve families from Iran, Iraq, and Yemen. And that's in 18 months. The reason why we've grown so fast is because we've created a scalable solution to a historic problem. And that problem is families starting out in America without the supplies that they need to take care of themselves and without a community support system of their neighbors. And so our families, when we sit with them and we create a list and we ask them, what do you need to feel safe? And then we can make their list available to anyone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Could you put our website up on the screen while I'm doing this? Is the last 30 seconds. Sure. From Miry'sList.org, anyone with access to Amazon can send a gift directly to the door of a resettling neighbor. And it's everything from, I promise the website looks nicer than that. The website is just Miry'sList.org, and if you're moved by this story or about the solution that we've developed, I'm sorry, my team, can you just raise your hand, everyone? Yeah, that's my crew. Please ask them more about how you can support Miry's List. We actually have cards in the back where you can sign up to become a monthly contributor and help our organization survive, hive, and thrive. Thank you so much.